What is up everyone, Nayflar here and welcome back to my top 5 mods of the month series. In this video we will be looking at the 5 best mods that were created for Skyrim on PS4 in October 2018. Remember, if you want to be notified when next month's episode releases, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. With that said, let's just get started with number 5. Up first at number 5 we have Death Knight Followers by Imperial Agent 1992. Another month, another great follower mod from Imperial Agent, the master of follower mods on PS4. The Death Knight Followers are a pair of undead vampire followers that can be found just outside Falkreath called Alexa and Apollyon. When you first meet them, the first thing you will notice is their glowing red eyes and the shade-like black mist emanating from them. They will be wearing basic black vampire clothes, however if you trade with them, you will see that they are both carrying 2 sets of the same armour, which is there for you to take and wear yourself. Take one of the pieces of armour and Alexa or Apollyon will equip all of the pieces of armour and weapons that they should be using. They both look really menacing. The black armour and glowing red eyes work really well and they really look like powerful undead vampires. In terms of shouts, Alexa can use Soul Tear and Ice Form and Apollyon can use Drain Vitality and Draga Unrelenting Force. They both have the same perks, which are Bladesman rank 2, extra damage 2.5, Champion Stance, Fighting Stance, Custom Fit, Hack and Slash rank 2, Deadly Bash, Limb Splitter rank 2, Deep Wounds rank 2, Tower of Strength and Devastating Blow. Alexa is a high damage follower, however she can't take as much punishment as Apollyon, who is more of a tank, soaking up hits for you, so pairing them together using a multiple follower mod makes them a lethal combination. This pair of undead nightmares are perfect for roleplaying as an undead, so if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and download this mod. Next up we have Peacekeepers of Skyrim by Bunny Ninja 2. This mod adds a faction of mixed breed and diverse soldiers that patrol and hunt down criminals across Skyrim. The mod description says, the faction was created by like-minded Nords who wanted nothing to do with the Civil War but still wanted to protect Skyrim from any of the threats such as vampires, dragons and Dremora. They are like no other soldier in Skyrim, they are in fact an elite group of individuals. Instead of playing politics or wasting time and energy on the finer things in life, they train all of the different environments that Skyrim offers and on all types of enemies. It has been rumoured that the Ebony Warrior once trained under the guidance of the Peacekeepers and was discharged due to lack of combat efficiency. That should tell you how powerful this faction is. I tried taking a couple of them on and I had to equip a god mode ring to actually be able to kill them, so make sure you're prepared if you decide you think you're strong enough to challenge one of them. There are 4 different classes of soldier within the faction. The Ranger Peacekeeper, who uses bows, arrows, potions and light armour. The Paladin Peacekeeper, who uses a shield, sword, healing and heavy armour. The Warden Peacekeeper, who uses a longsword, shouts, scrolls and heavy armour. And the Rogue Peacekeeper, who uses daggers, potions, illusion and light armour. The Peacekeepers can be found patrolling the roads of Skyrim, travelling through various holds and villages, covering most of the world. The only issue I had with this mod is the Peacekeepers didn't do a great job of actually keeping the peace. I attacked a random carriage driver as one of the Peacekeepers was walking past, and the Peacekeeper literally couldn't care less that I had just killed an innocent civilian and just carried on walking. I think it would make sense if they acted as guards and started attacking me for murdering that innocent man, as a Peacekeeper should, stop the murderer to keep the peace. Although to be honest, I don't know how difficult that would be to implement with the PS4 mod limitations. However, later on, I was following one of them down a road and I was attacked by some wolves, and the Peacekeeper did then start attacking and killed the wolves for me, so just having them roaming around Skyrim is interesting, and they add something different to the game. Who knows, you might get attacked by a dragon and a couple Peacekeepers might happen to be in the area and then they'll come over and help you kill the dragon. So I like the idea of this mod and I think it's definitely worth a download. Next up we have Set for Underworld Vampire Attacks, a Skyrim Encounters and Themes mod by Spocrates. This mod makes vampires great again, adding vampire attacks back to your game even after you've completed the Dawnguard questline. The mod description says, the vampire raids introduced by the Dawnguard DLC and removed by Bethesda return with a vengeance. Master vampires, vampires thralls, deathhounds and other undead creatures will now randomly raid towns, making the game more challenging and frighteningly fun. Plus you'll collect a ton of vampire dust, an ingredient for invisibility potions, and enchanted vampire armour. Sure, the attacks are scary, yeah they make the game more challenging, but without them the game just isn't as fun. So this mod lets you toggle vampire raids on and off whenever you like. The mod also changes the quest node condition which stopped vampire raids after Lord Harkon dies. This means that you can bring back vampire attacks even if you've completed the Dawnguard quests. The increased encounters with vampires also make it easier to immersively become a vampire yourself, if you want to, since the life drain spell of the vampires has a 15% chance to infect you with the disease that will make you a vampire if you don't pray at an altar or use a cure disease potion. To start vampire raids, simply enable the mod, then once you reach level 10 or if your character has already passed level 10, the random vampire attacks on Skyrim's towns will begin. To stop the raids, simply disable the mod. After a while, the night frights will cease. If you didn't remove the mod completely, you can then just enable it again anytime to bring the vampire attacks back. Also, there are no worries about the vampires overpowering you, the town guards will help you fend them off, and a few of the guards will probably die too. If you want to learn more about this mod or have any questions, there is a full Q&A on the mod description page which will be linked in the description of this video. The penultimate mod on this top 5 list is Animation Rings by LBG She. This mod adds a strong box which can be found under a table in Farengar's office in Dragon's Reach that contains a bunch of rings which allow its wearer to perform a different animation. The mod description says, "Have you longed for a more immersive Skyrim experience, with the player character able to perform the same actions so many NPCs take for granted? Have you ever wanted to play the lute, or dance to a song, or tend to your crops? Do you wish you could eat, drink, lean against a wall, wave to an old friend, pray in a temple, lie down on a bed or the floor? Or walk around drunk? Maybe you just want to laugh or play with a doll, or swim across the ground and shock onlookers. Have you ever wanted to use a Telvanni magic elevator wherever you happen to be? You can do all of those things and many more with the Rings of Animation. Simply equip one of these rings and press the sneak button. Instead of entering sneak mode, you'll perform the appropriate animation. Some animations end on their own after completion, while other animations continue to loop for as long as you desire. When you're finished with the animation, simply jump and the animation will end. There are a few things to note about this mod however. The musical instrument animations won't play the corresponding sound from the instrument unless you first talk to an NPC and let them know that you're going to play the instrument. Also, after using the Be Drunk ring, you then need to use the Be Sober ring to stop being drunk, and most of the animations only work in third person. The mod author might add more animations at a later date, but at the time of recording this, all of the animations you can trigger are Applaud, Be Bound on Knees, Be Drunk, Be Shackled, Be Sober, Bow Respectfully, Cheer, Cross Arms, Dance, Drink, Eat, Float Up, Hammer Wall, Hands Behind Back, Hug, Laugh, Lean on Railing, Lean on Table, Lean on Wall, Levitate, Lie Down, Lie on Floor Childlike, Make a Toast, Play Drum, Play Flute, Play Lute, Play with Doll, Ponder, Pray, Pray Crouched, Read a Book, Salute, Sit cross-legged, Surrender, Sweep, Swim, Use gardening hoe, Warm your hands, and finally, Wave. This is a fantastic mod that really enhances immersion and roleplaying, well worth a download. Finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, the best mod that released for Skyrim on PS4 in October 2018 is Kings of Hell Behind Enemy Lines by Bunny Ninja 2. This mod adds over 10 new races, 10 new bosses, new weapons and lots of challenges. The story starts outside an abandoned jail, which you will find a note. The note will show you all of the locations in which you need to go to follow the quest. With every boss you kill, you will get closer to finding out where another one of the Kings of Hell is, Lucifer Morningstar. The enemies you fight on the way to Lucifer Morningstar are absolutely crazy. When I walked into the first location, Eldergleam Sanctuary, I was swarmed by a mob of Spriggans that just kept spawning, and after I dealt with them I could see a unique Spriggan in the distance, and as I got closer I realised it was not normal at all. It was absolutely enormous and insanely powerful, and the fight that followed was challenging and really entertaining. I can honestly say that testing this mod is the most fun I've had in Skyrim for a very long time. The enemies are varied, challenging, and all make for really entertaining fights that truly make you feel that your character is an incredibly powerful godlike warrior, which is what the Dragonborn is meant to be. This is one of many Kings of Hell mods by Bunny Ninja 2, but it's easily my favourite. If you are looking for a big quest mod that adds hours of really enjoyable gameplay to your Skyrim, look no further, you've just found the mod you were looking for. That will take us to the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed it or found it helpful in some way. If you did, please leave a like and hit subscribe, and click the notifications bell button next to the subscribe button to be notified every time I upload a new video. If you want to help me make more and better videos, consider supporting me on Patreon, like Kingdoms of Man. Thank you so much for your support, Kingdoms of Man, it means a lot. I'll see you in the next video, may Talos guide you.